What is up, guys? My name is Coriola, and welcome to episode 9 of my Out of the Park Baseball 18 franchise with the Arizona Diamondbacks. We are here today at the 2019 offseason, just coming off of a disappointing wildcard game defeat, and I am triple checking that the audio is recording. That little green bar is doing shit on OBS. The light is on my microphone. And so if I put this into Premiere and it doesn't have audio, then it's not my fault this time. So we went 85 and 78. Exciting game 163 victory. And now we have a few decisions to make. So first off is David Peralta, and I think he's a really good player, and I would like to keep him around, but the problem is our outfield is kind of loaded. We have Zanguis, Pollock, Brock Holt I plan on bringing back. We have Keston Hiura in just ready to come to the major leagues. I believe Zanguis would play right with... Yeah, Zanguis would play right... Ooh, nice teeth whistle. With Hiura in left. And we also have Luis Gonzalez, who was my second-round draft pick a year ago. Who could also be a soon contributor to our outfield. As well as Luis Sierra, but he's on the infield. I don't even know why I mentioned him. But, and also, freeing up the space would be nice. That's an extra $5.5 million because of the $1 million buyout. So I'm going to void his last contract year. If his asking price goes down to like $2 million, I'd consider bringing him back. So season goals, I've kind of ignored this in my other save and in my first couple years, but I feel like it's more important. Even though I can't be fired just because that would ruin the series, I think I'm going to focus on it. He wants us to raise attendance by 7,000. That's not happening. Locally popular player, better third baseman than Jake Lamb, and extension for Goldschmidt, which I am definitely down for. We would have $8.5 million left. He is 32 next season. He'll be 33. I would do a 3-year deal with a 4th-year option for $2 million buyout. See what he says to that. He likes that offer, so I think we would be dumb not to offer that to him. Brock Holt, I want to bring back. Let's do a 1+1 type deal for him. I love having utility players. I'm sure I've said that 1,000 times throughout any OTP series I've done on this channel. So, yeah. Zach Godley, we are not going to bring back. He spent the year in the minor leagues, and in his short time in the majors was not very good. David Peralta, we actually voided out a team option, but this is his... I did not realize that. He is not free agent eligible. He wants... His arbitration estimate is $6 million. I'll offer 5. Not quite there. What about 5.5? You know, I think I'm going to go to arbitration with David Peralta. Raymond Fuentes is out of options, but he is a serviceable player, and at $700,000, there is not much harm in bringing him back. Socrates Brito, again, very cheap. He does not want to discuss. It looks like we're going to arbitration with him. Nick Ahmed, we will not be bringing back. Jake Lamb, the final year of him under team control. He had a really shit season last year. Hit 198, and so we'll bring him back for 1 year, but if he does bad, then he won't be coming back for another. Danny Santana, we'll bring him back for $1.8 million. Oscar Hernandez, who was our best hitter last year, he hit very well, and 271 with 30 home runs. So yeah, he was definitely a top contributor for us. And we'd love to have a good young catcher like him. Andrew Chafin in the bullpen was a solid lefty. I'll bring him back. $3.2 million for 1.5 star guy. I think we can bring someone better for half that cost, and I think the extra money would be helpful. So he was good, but again, we need the money. Jake Barrett was very good in the bullpen this season. ERA in the 2s. We'll bring him back. Then Robbie Ray, arguably one of our top pitchers, probably second to Archie Bradley, is in the last year of team control. But I don't really want to do a long-term deal with him. I wouldn't be opposed to like a 3-year deal. Ooh, accidentally hit the wrong. So 8.5 this year, 11.5, and then 3rd year, also 11.5. I'm cool with that for Robbie Ray. He's a very good left-handed pitcher. Dylan Bundy, who we acquired for Taiwan Walker, or at least we basically swapped him. I can't remember back that far, but I'm confident he will have a good season next year. And Archie Bradley, he does have one more year of team control after this next season. So we will just we'll look at a long-term deal either next season or next offseason. So that's it. We will not be bringing back Josh Tomlin. Let's simulate ahead to the award season. I forgot to check out staff member. We lost our bench coach, Ron Gardenhire, and also our assistant GM. So after all those extensions, let's go look for some people. All right. Definitely I like Alan Baird a lot here. I like that he favors prospects. And that's not really a GM. Ozzie Guillen. Alan Baird is a GM. Allard Baird, not Alan Baird. He used to be the Royals GM, I'm fairly certain. Also, I realized that this is actually like whichever one it's closer to, not... I had it backwards for a while, so I'll bring in Allard Baird as my assistant GM. And then for... what was the other one? Bench coach. Unproven doesn't mean bad. Let's look at reputation. Here's I like this guy, John Coppola. Bring him in on a 2-year deal. Actually, wait. I want to look at Baird's this stuff. I don't really like the fact that all that is neutral. Mike Rizzo is excellent. He wouldn't realistically become... Here, are there GM ratings? There are. Man, none of the GMs really look like they are unique. Like, they all just look the same. So I guess we'll let the offer stand with Baird and continue on. We got Goldschmidt, Brock Holt, and Jake Barrett back. 2 days till awards. We got a Gold Glove, Jose Iglesias at shortstop. I don't know if that's a first. Here's the American League. Here are the other national leagues. Because it seems like my achievements kind of reset, not just for like individual saves, but as a whole. Because in my other one, I made the playoffs but it was like my 4th year making the playoffs in the series, or in the just save, but it said, like, it gave me the achievement. So American League Reliever of the Year is Aroldis Chapman, and National League is Kenley Jansen. Jared Miller, our Jared Miller, finished 2nd. Silver Sluggers, here is the American League. National League, a lot of Dodgers: Verdugo, Seager, and Willie Calhoun. Lovely. Top rookie is Gosuke Koch for the Yankees, a third baseman who came from, it's like, was just in their system. That's cool when you see guys who just do really well and they're like not top prospects. Edwin Rios of the Dodgers is the National League. Jeff Bannister wins the Manager of the Year, and so does Dave Roberts for those 112 wins. And we got our coaches. So Cy Young goes to Rick Porcello and Clayton Kershaw. Why does Rick Porcello? See if he deserves it this year, because he didn't last time. Nope, didn't deserve it this year either. Carlos Correa is the MVP in the American League, and Clayton Kershaw does it in the National League with a 2.05 ERA. That is, I just accidentally licked my microphone. That is deserving of Cy Young, at least. We're getting offered Trevor Rosenthal for Ildemaro Vargas. I'm going to say no on that one. I'm pretty sure Rosenthal is getting paid quite a bit of money now. Kansas City's offering us Sam Hu for Jason. Nope. I love you, Kansas City, but your trade sucked. So, salary arbitration hearings, we are going with David Peralta and Socrates Brito, I believe. And screwed me on Peralta. Oh, and Danny. Did I forget to offer him one? That's my bad. Who did I accidentally give $1.8 million to? Wait. No, it wasn't Nick Ahmed. Was it Zach Godley? No. I don't know. Maybe I just never hit, like, went through. And so Brito and Santana received what they should have, and Peralta received almost $2 million more than we were offering. So that's not great. I also just realized I never offered Goldschmidt a qualifying offer. So that could have been bad. Pretty good lefty reliever for $3.2 million, and the exact price that we didn't give, who was Chafin. And I think he looks like a much better pitcher. We will absolutely offer him that. First baseman, we don't need. Third base, they said upgrade third base, and holy shit, this guy looks like a once-in-a-generation talent. Like, those are some of the best ratings I've seen, not just on a free agent, but on any OTP player, like, ever. We didn't really get... We obviously don't have the money for that, but let's figure out how to free up that money. Pollock is making $18 million. Probably deserves it. Jose Iglesias is making $7.5. We need him. David Peralta, your $6 million, really should have non-tendered you. I'm regretting not doing that very seriously. I saw some interesting names. Albert Almora, Marcus Semien. We could get a pretty good player for David Peralta. Wow. Okay, I think this is absolutely we have to. Question is, who will it be? Not Rosenthal. Preferably someone on a minor league deal or on a league minimum, like Dwight Smith. But we don't need, well, no. Getting another outfielder. He could be a good stopgap for, and then we could like get rid of Fuentes or somebody. Rangelo Ravello. Prefer Smith. I think over all the outfielders I've seen, we could get Felix Munoz, a first baseman. But if Smith has options, we will definitely trade for him. He does have an option left, which we could use next season. So I think that is a pretty almost no-brainer So we get a bit of money there. How much more do we need to free up? I'm going to guess like 10 million. And he's going to cost upwards of 20. But he is seriously unbelievable. Kill like 7 birds with 1 stone because our ownership wants better third baseman, which means that Jake Lamb and his 3.2 million would no longer be required. Fuentes isn't making that much. Where's the money really coming from? Like, is there anyone making too much money? Like AAA? No. Most is 800K. That's the veteran minimum. We just don't have a lot of budget space, which could mean we need to get rid of Iglesias, which I really don't want to do. I would also like to free up, or to make additions in the bullpen. If we backload it, we can I'm really struggling. Wow. If we backload it, we can still have a bit of space this year. So how about 7 years, 5 guaranteed? And then last year team control and first year of free agency would be option. Shoot. Yeah, I would love to make that deal with Akira Higashi. I almost butchered that, but hopefully I will be saying that name quite a bit for the foreseeable future. So we might need to be trading Jake Lamb. And in that case, I would probably take a reliever. I would not be opposed to taking Rosenthal, as long as Rosenthal is not making too much money. All right, we hear back from him for the first time. He says he likes our offer, and with such a player like him, I would not be surprised. Oh, I forgot to. We'll put him on the active roster now so that we don't use up his option now, although it said he already used option this year, so I don't think that would use the last option. We got him. We got Akira Higashi for a shitload of money. 141 million over 7 years. Over 20 million a year. Yeah, can do basic math. And so, wow. That is a huge get for us, and now that means we do not need Jake Lamb anymore. And he can only play first base as a backup. Paul Goldschmidt is obviously our first baseman, does not play any other positions. So I'm going to make the bold statement that we do not have a spot for Jake Lamb on next year's team. And I think we need a 5th starter. I'm not sure about that, though. Raciel Iglesias, not Raciel. I've made that mistake multiple times. He'd be a serviceable starter, but unfortunately he has bad stamina. Corey Spangenberg. Alright, so we're actually losing money if we take the Iglesias deal. What if they retain half of it? If we gain budget space in this, they can't do that. They're actually under right now. I'm not thrilled with that. What about Jacob Barnes? They probably can afford. I don't think it would let them. I know. No player who makes this deal work because money. Man. I know I couldn't use Zach Davies. He does not have great ratings, but do we take Iglesias? That is the current dilemma. I would much rather have Michael Givens. How much would he have to retain? we have to retain all of it. They don't. Ooh. Is there any amount of money? Okay, so yeah, we don't have to retain all of it. See, that's not. It's Kevin Crone, not CJ Crone. But would be pretty happy with this deal. Can we get? All right, 25 is too low. 40 is good. Can we go 35, 30? Keep less than $1 million. We can keep less than $1 million, and 25 is not okay. So looks like 30% is a magic number for Michael Givens, a pretty good reliever, actually really good reliever. Yeah, I will accept that offer. So now we're also looking at another left-handed reliever who I think would complete the bullpen. We don't need a fifth starter because we have Banda and Eovaldi. So really, once we get this reliever, knock on wood, that we get him, I think our offseason's over. It's our first time hearing back from him. He says yes so far. We do have a backup catcher. We don't need to worry about that. I always forget that in saves. That's the one position I never address on time, and that's backup catcher. So for a pretty eventful offseason, as we get our guy, Gwang Joo Young, I am terribly sorry if I'm butchering that name, which there's a good chance that there is. I can barely pronounce. So there you have it. Although it's not really pronunciation, just not knowing how to say the word. I don't know. It's semantics. If you get the reference, I love you. It's a pretty obvious one, though. It's not one of the more obscure ones, let's just say. But anyway, Rule 5 draft. I have not. This is only the third time I've done a Rule 5 draft with Arizona since 2015. So I do not know the farm team. So let's write this down real quick. All right, looks like alphabetically first one is Arizona. I'm looking off to the side, which is why the sound will only be loud on one side. You know, I've got my pad on my right knee. Anyway, it doesn't really matter, right? Maybe H. Hillsboro. Then I believe Jackson. Then King County. Missoula. Reno, and then Visalia. Alright. I might have cut this out in a longer offseason, but I also might have just said what I'm about to say, but I can't remember if I thought it or said it. So for such an eventful offseason, it's gonna be a pretty short episode. Alright, no one from Arizona, and we've got Hillsboro. This is filtered so that anyone with a very high 1-star or above will show up on here. And I've not lost anyone in any other save that has been a 1-star and then a 5-star OSA. Right-handed relievers are not high premium, especially not 2-star potential, 1-star actual. So we saved our catcher Amaya, and we've got Jackson, AA, Juan Gill. Looks pretty good. I'll save him. And then I saw a name I recognize, Matt McPherson, actually in my OTP 16 franchise save with the Diamondbacks that I did. He turned into a beast. He was one of the best players in that series for me. He was my franchise. We let go of Goldschmidt pretty early. He started regressing, and so McPherson was my best player. I'm not gonna save Munguia. Again, butchering. Missoula is next. I apologize if you can hear my brother in the background. Reno. Got a lot from Reno. Okay. This guy, first baseman who has 35 power. No thanks. I could see someone drafting him. I will save Chisholm. Just because we're out of space. Just because that first baseman is also a catcher. Okay, so Kevin Munson, we're going to DFA 2 right now. And Jeremy Hazelbaker. Again, you can probably hear my brother screeching in the background. I apologize. If you hear a long silence, it probably means I went to... Yeah, I'll save Lara. I definitely saw there were other guys I could DFA. If there's anyone on Visalia, again, right-handed reliever. Also 1-star that we need to save. This outfielder who's actually really good, so yeah, we do need to save him. So Victor Reyes, a goodbye. We will save you. And then that should be it. Yep, alright. Rule 5 draft. I'm not expecting to draft anyone. We have the 20th pick, so we will have either that or higher next year's draft, depending on how qualifying offers worked out. Could get, actually, really good catcher hold up. I mean, we do have a decent backup. Clint Coulter's not bad. He hit terribly, but 2 stars pretty good. Let's see. He was also a Rule 5 pick last year. And we can option him now, so shoot, let's try it again. Who do we want? If we want defense, we take CFO. If we want offense, we take Collins. And hopefully we can get a mix in Jake Rogers. That we can. So yeah, I'll take Jake Rogers to be my backup catcher as soon as I drop someone for my 40-man. Sorry, Brandon Drury. Pretty good in real life. I wish you were the same in OOTP. We'll draft Jake Rogers. Sorry, Clint Coulter. And that's it for this offseason. I'm going to show you guys who got inducted into the Hall of Fame. And then come back at, the beginning of next season. End of... Jesus Christ, he is being very loud right now. No one got claimed, so keep him, just not on the 40-man. I forgot what I was going to say. Come back at the end of spring training, and that'll be it for this episode. Pretty drastic changes being made, although, oh my god, I think he might be getting tortured by my mother in there. Anyway, as this wonderful screen that used to crash all the time in OOTB 16 really pissed me off. Especially when I was recording. That was the worst. Anyway. Hall of Fame. Detroit got Billy Hamilton, I see. Looks like Sonny Gray went to the Yankees. Liam Hendricks got $14 million. What? Hall of Fame announcements coming in a week. This is really late. Usually I think it's the 15th this year. Usually it's beginning, 2nd or 3rd. Anyway. Alright, who we got? Derek Jeter and Barry Bonds. I'm fine with Bonds. I don't really want Roger Clemens, although he just missed getting into Hall of Fame. Todd Helton was pretty close. He'll probably be in there pretty soon. He actually played a lot later than I thought he did. He was definitely part of that World Series runs Colorado made, and I would love to see Colorado make another playoff run this year. In real life, although I will be pulling for the Diamondbacks. Anyway, that is neither here nor there. That is real life. No one has time for real life. This is all oh wow, it's already been 30 minutes. It's actually kind of longer than I thought it would be. Anyway, I'm going to cut out here, come back at the end of the spring training. The Ohio State, so pretentious. Anyway, see you guys then. We are back here on the 1st of April. Just got the development report. Nothing really surprising other than Anthony Banda dropping, which we kind of already expected, as well as Jared Miller dropping. which we didn't really expect, as we beat Cincinnati. Ooh, another minor injury. He'll miss the beginning of the season, but it's fine. We went 16-12 for the spring training, and this guy was injured like 20 times, and it made it very long to simulate. So blame him for this being so late. Okay, that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So pitching is good. Offense is not. We have to get quite a lot of people gone, and I want to see their ratings. We're sending a lot of guys down. Holy crap. Stanley, Coulter. Alright. There's the Lara guy. Chisholm. Leba, if we can, which we can. BJ Boyd will be sent to AAA. So will Luis Cosio. So will Matt McPherson. So will Colin Bray. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fuentes. If not, I'm okay waiving you. Yeah, I'm fine waiving you. Our starting right field will be either Brito or Zanguis. Actually, Brito is really good in right field. And it's weird. Usually, even if you have a really good right field rating, it will go down if you are moved from left field to right field. Even if your right field rating is better, which is weird. It's one default. All right, we have to get rid of one more guy. We have Matthias, we have Santana, so I'm thinking we don't really need Gabo Lugo. Easy. Okay. So, I know there have been times where I've shown people preseason predictions and top prospects before getting to opening day, but I discovered today that it actually is different before and after opening day. So I guess that's when it updates. Because you can see preseason predictions. Ooh, I just hit my microphone before this, but as you can see now, they're actually generating for real. So I guess it does make a difference. But Akira Higashi at 6 home runs, which is the second most in National League. Over the spring training, autoplay was interrupted, obviously, because in challenge mode you can't. Season expectation is to have a winning record. And let's check out preseason predictions and top prospects. After winning 85 games last season, we are projected to win 94, which still is not good enough for division championship due to the wonderful existence of the Los Angeles Dodgers. Higashi is projected to be 4th best hitter. No Goldschmidt on that list. And, oh wait, yes, just kidding. 6th best hitters, Paul Goldschmidt. And Dylan Bundy's projected to be the 7th best pitcher. So, obviously, we'd be the first wild card team. Better record than division winner. Anyway, oh, poor Royals. In real life and in this. I would definitely take 94 wins, and hey, the Royals got Seth Beer. That's pretty good. First overall pick in 2018. Ash Russell's apparently turning out good. Why am I looking at... Ooh, Martin. Why couldn't you have done that in my save? Because he moved him to center field. Genius. Anyway, Arizona Diamondbacks, we are at 20th with David Hamilton, Jason Groom, and Keston Hiura. Yeah, that Hamilton pick was not a good draft pick. Yeah. That was not great. We can't check draft order yet, but I think we'll either be 20th or above. So, yeah, that is it for this offseason. Pretty exciting stuff. We have a new cleanup hitter in Akira Higashi, although I think Goldschmidt would be better cleanup and Higashi would be better 3-hitter, but it's irregardless. I had a baseball coach used to say irregardless all the time. It was annoying. Anyway, I digress. Stop going to financial. I want to see default. I am looking forward to this next season. I think we can do big things, and that's a lot of blue on our
month schedule. The only non-blue is actually black, and Colorado's gray basically looks blue. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy. I enjoyed the production of this episode, so I hope you guys enjoyed the watching of this episode, and I'll see you all next time for episode number 10. Goodbye.